Right. So, Christ time disciple up in here. Hope you guys are doing well. And we're talking about the Snyderverse moving forward, going on. And hold on a second. Let me just make sure I do this right. All right. Great. Great stuff. So, as you can see here, Zack Snyder posted this, I believe it was this morning or yesterday. And he's talking about the morning workout down at the quarry, Stone Quarry. And it's interesting because to me, this building here reminds me, it's very reminiscent of Bruce Wayne's building. Isn't that like, doesn't that look like Bruce Wayne's building right there? Huh? That looks like Bruce Wayne's building right there. So, it's really awesome to see that. Um, okay, so this is what we're looking at right now. Okay. So this is, of course, very cryptic, but it's really awesome at the same time. Uh, we're just kind of backtracking, going through history here, going through memory, and you guys can chime in the chat and say your comments and so on. The chat is open. Uh, with Zack Snyder's interview for Army of the Dead, it was posted up actually on Deadline. He was dealing with the VFX supervisor. This was sponsored by HBO Max, which was really interesting that they were one of the sponsors that sponsored this interview. So that's pretty cool. Of course, that would be. It's just interesting to me that you know Matt Gorber got the sponsorship from HBO Max. It doesn't necessarily mean that Zack Snyder and company got sponsored, but it was the interviewer, the guy who's actually doing this piece, he got sponsored by HBO Max, which is very interesting. Um, and then we have here, of course, the interview that happened. I listened to a lot of it. It was very interesting. Several different pieces of it. Um, of course, when we look at, I believe that was a couple days ago, we had Endgame and Justice League trending, and Restore the Snyderverse at the same time, as you guys know already. And well, as you can see here, Zack Snyder's Justice League, 82% of the people who voted, which was about 4,000 people, they actually preferred Zack Snyder's Justice League. And of course, we know about the performance of it now, of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Ridiculous performance, 3.47 billion impressions, 280.6 million engagements, 1.5 million unique social accounts, and 12.2 million social conversion volume. That's just ridiculous. You had 734,851 fans gained, which is 3,514% follower growth. So it's just ridiculous what this movie has done. And as we all know, David Zaslav is on the WBU lot now, and the transition is really taking full effect. And we know now for a fact that Zack Snyder's Justice League be killing it, and that the truth is now coming out about this movie. And obviously, we're going to get a sequel to it, Zack Snyder's Justice League 2. So we're looking forward to that. Restore the Snyderverse. You guys have done it. You're successful. It is not out as an official word, but there's a couple things also we got to talk about here. First of all, though, Zack Snyder's Justice League Blu-ray is the most spectacular superhero movie ever, and this is said by the Telegraph. So we got lots of raving reviews. Of course, it's been called a global phenomenon. Of course, this was coming off the fact that a lot of people said that the Snyder Cut did not exist, but we know better, don't we? And here's some art from some people. This is what really made us realize that this thing is going to come to fruition. So if you look in the top left corner there, you see that Zack Snyder has actually got his director's board to begin filming Zack Snyder's Justice League. But in the background, we see that we have Wonder Woman with the with the with the Crimean War, what Zack's original idea was. But in front of it now, you're seeing Zack posting a cutting board to begin filming of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Notice there's a different symbol inside of Zack Snyder's Justice League there. Of course, he could just be recalling the good things that he wanted to do, projects and ideas he wanted to film. But then when you follow up with Clay Stubbs' Let It Begin, and then we see the storyboards of Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 and 3, particularly where Lex Luthor is opening up a boom tube and Darkseid and Desaad come through it. That's kind of big. And then couple that up a little later on with Clay Stubb again showing a Thanksgiving chicken, and he says, "Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in." Who's cooking your turkey? And then Zack Snyder shows up with a turkey, but then in the background you see Final Crisis, and then Clay Stubb shows us a futuristic Batmobile of Batman, and then we see Clay Enos follow up with the Batmobile itself. And of course we saw that Batman motif again with Zack Snyder talking about getting his workout in the Stone Quarry. All these little hints that tell us that it's on. So it's definitely on. Obviously, David Zaslav, he wants this project moving forward. So we're kind of in the driver's seat, guys. We're going to get to see this movie probably a year or two from now. We'll be seeing the movie. So next year's 2022, maybe 2023, 2024. We'll be seeing Justice League probably 2 and 3, or maybe 2 and then 3 in 2025. But it's not very far away now, folks. We're heading towards the finish line. Of course, there's a lot of other things we'll have to look at and consider, but this is very good news. This is very good news. Hold on a second. I know I have to be streaming. Yes, we're still live. Great. If you guys have any comments, just leave your comments below. If you guys can see this video, please let me know that you guys are seeing this video. But we are live. I'm just recapping some things. So Zack Snyder posted this up on Vero, of course. Now, I just want to show you guys the original course of what was supposed to be. The original vision was Batman v Superman, March 25th of 2016, which came through. Then Suicide Squad came the fall of that year. Then Wonder Woman Wonder Woman came out the June of the following year, if you do remember. Now, what was supposed to happen was we were supposed to have Justice League Part 1, which is the Justice League that Zack Snyder did. But unfortunately, that did not happen. Instead, what we ended up with, as you guys know, was some kind of weird shit that we don't want to remember ever again. The Flash was supposed to come out after that. Not Aquaman, but The Flash. And it was supposed to be at March that year. And then Aquaman was supposed to come out in the summer of that year. But instead, it ended up coming out in the autumn of that year. If you do recall, Aquaman was a success. Still, I don't think that was the movie that I don't know what James Wan really wanted, but I know the James Wan that was influenced by Zack Snyder had a slightly different outlook. I don't even know what James Wan is doing anymore. But anyway, The Flash is now coming out in 2022. So 2022 is when The Flash is coming out. It looks like a hot mess, so I'm not really interested and fired up about The Flash. But I may go and see it in cinemas if I got to get a confirmation that we are going to get Justice League Part 2. Remember, it was supposed to be Part 1, 2, I think it was Part 1 and Part 2. And now we learned that it was part of a trilogy and it's supposed to be 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to get 2 and 3. This is good. This is better than the original thing in that respect. But anyway, The Flash is going to be coming out soon. I'm not excited for it. I think some other people are, but I'm not really. Shazam came out on course after Aquaman. Shazam came out around the time of April. The next Justice League movie was supposed to come out in 2019. That never happened. In fact, they were denying that the Snyder Cut even existed. And we only got that. We only got the original Justice League that was supposed to come out in 2017 and 2021, 4 years later. Okay, so we're kind of behind in that. The Cyborg movie was supposed to come out after Justice League. Obviously, a bunch of crap came out this year. We had what was it? Suicide Squad that came out after Justice League, and it did not do well in the box office at all. So I'm kind of glad that we see how successful Justice League is, both in DVD sales and in every kind of way. And I think David Zaslav knows Zack Snyder's really good at what he's doing, and that's the vision they should have gone with to begin with. And no matter what detractors say out there, that's the way to go when it comes to this. Thing. You know what I mean? Anyways, let me just keep it moving here. And then, of course, we were supposed to have a Green Lantern Corps movie. Zack Snyder even has a bit of Green Lantern we were supposed to have seen in Zack Snyder's Justice League, when we did not see that Green Lantern in Zack Snyder's Justice League. So that's another point why I believe that we need to see those missing scenes, and I hope that we get to see the Green Lantern from Zack Snyder's Justice League. This nonsense that Warner Bros. Has some Green Lantern Corps. That's again Toby Emmerich and Jeff Johns playing the fool. All right, okay. So these are just the big blown up, and of course in Blu-ray sales, November the 13th, Zack Snyder's Justice League was topping the charts. I think it's still topping the charts even to this day. So that's just crazy in and of itself, right there. All right, here's another poll that was out there it's on Twitter. I'll go back to Twitter in a minute. This is Corey Roldan. He's a verified guy, and again, a lot of people pick Zack Snyder's Justice League over Endgame. This is not surprising. He was actually a proponent for Infinity War. He was saying it was better than Justice League, but he didn't get facts that supported that, at least in terms of popularity. And this is somebody mocking him here. And this is just Zack Snyder Justice League just killed it. I mean, it was just literally killing it in every single market. Here you see it in this is in China, and it's killing it in China. It was just killing it. It's still killing it everywhere. I think it's over 500 million plays or something like that right now in China or wherever. And Netflix, all Zack Snyder stuff have been doing well, from Army of the Dead to Army of Thieves. I mean, he's just been killing it. So I just wanted to recap that before I go forward with what I want to talk to you guys about. So let me see if I can get that going here. Okay, so we're on Twitter now, okay? And this is fresh off of Twitter. 101 tweets. Okay. Okay, so this is my dude, Pick of Shades. My condolences to him if a tree falls. So everybody's been talking about Zack being in the lab and the morning workout down in the quarry. And we know that's actually, if you know anything about the quarry is like the building I think they shot over the lake that resembles Batman's place, right? That, the little launch place that he has. Okay, this is tripping a little bit, I guess because of my video. The fact that I'm streaming and doing this. And here is Jim Lee. And he's drawing my boy Death's Head 2 for me. Legend, he says. Which is pretty cool. Pretty dope. This is interesting. Matches Malone says true. Burton Batman kills. Yes. Nolan Batman's kills. Snyder Batman kills. They suddenly got mad, right? That Snyder's Batman was killing. Which is very interesting because, like I said before, Batman, I mean, in the comics and every other place has killed. Okay, this is just what it is. He's killed, but he's never. The thing about Batman is he's not a murderer. He doesn't intentionally murder people, right? That's the first thing. The second thing is, depending on what version of Batman you're talking about, he'll be more brutal, or so it depends on the version of Batman you're talking about. But Batman has always killed and probably will continue to kill, and it's not something that he likes doing or anything. It's just what happens, and it is what it is. Now, I think this is interesting because the guy calls himself Matches Malone, not Matchless, but Matches Malone, which is funny. He's playing off of a guy who does not like Zack Snyder's movies at all, Matches Malone. Or Matchless Malone, I can't remember. So yeah, this is just some people checking out my Twitter. I find this very interesting as well. Another defense. Caden Shivatiwa says the misunderstanding of Jonathan Kent's intentions is one of the most annoying when it comes to Man of Steel. He cared about the safety of his son the same way any parent would. He knew the world wasn't ready for someone like Clark, and that was proven with BVS. And not only that, but think about this: when Jonathan Kent said, when he proposed the possibility that young Clark probably should have let the people die, young Clark said, should I have just let them die? And he said, maybe. It sounds crazy. It almost sounds callous, but that's the very words that Jonathan himself held Clark to when it came to saving him in the tornado. If Jonathan, if Clark had saved Jonathan, there was a likelihood that he may have exposed his identity, and many bad consequences could have happened. We saw what happened once Lex Luthor knew that this metahuman existed. That put him in jeopardy. So just imagine Lex Luthor's still around, and his father, and the mentality of Lex Luthor, that would have gotten his attention because it would have gotten the military and the government's attention. And then Lex Luthor would have looked into it and probably killed Clark even sooner. So if you guys are really thinking about these things and you really put it in perspective, Clark's life could have been in jeopardy, could have been in jeopardy. Okay, so I have comments on, but for some reason, not quite sure what reason it is. Let's see what happens here. Oh, that's what happens. That's kind of cool. Yeah, for some reason, you guys can't see, or maybe you guys, I haven't seen anybody coming on this feed, so whatever it is, I'm trying to check to see if what the chat would bring forth, but I guess not. Anyway, so let me show you guys in real time what's happening on Twitter. If I can just move this a minute. Okay, so I find this really cool. Some people, they want to see the Batman movie, and that's cool too. I'm not mad at you guys. If you destroy this ship, you destroy Krypton. Krypton had its chance. Yeah, I really enjoyed Man of Steel. It was one of the most fantastic movies I'd ever seen. Some people are saying that we, as the Snyderverse, restore the Snyderverse people, release the Snyder Cut people, we weren't effective. So Justice Max, he says, now some of y'all are acting like Steven is 100% correct. The call campaign was pointless and did not help us in any way, shape, or form. That's not true, obviously, because obviously the 1.5 million accounts and the so many different impressions and the so many different Twitter things that people were following is what has led us to this point. And David Zaslav and all, has paid attention to us, and we're getting what we want. So obviously we know what we were doing there. Let's get to let's get to something that I thought was very interesting here on Twitter. I really want to talk about. Clearly, Warner Brothers Pictures, if it was up to Toby Emmerich and company, they would never restore the Snyderverse. You know what I'm saying? They would never do it. They probably would have never had even Zack Snyder Justice League come out. But thankfully, the pressure of the fans, we've been the constant in the whole thing. We've been the ones driving this process. Due to us, they did it. And then David Zaslav of Discovery, thankfully they changed ownership from AT&T to Discovery, is really going to make changes. He's going to make changes. He wants results. So we're really looking forward to it. I'm very excited about the future. Of course, I will be looking at Black Adam. Okay, I can guarantee you guys, Black Adam's gonna get my attention. That's the only thing under this present regime I'm really excited about. Um, but as to with respect to the other films, I'm not really excited about any of them. I think that the Snyderverse is going to probably have superior stuff anyway in it compared to those things. So I'm not really excited about those things. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I'm not very excited about it. Um, let me just see what the new tweets are. Okay, yeah, yeah. I think Zack Snyder's Justice League may be the movie of the year. You know, it overcame all kinds of odds to make that happen. You know. Now, this is, a lot of people say, well, Superman killed Zod. That was terrible. And what? But mine was made up. He said, there's only one way this ends, Cal. Either you die or I do. Right? And there it is. So, I mean, I don't understand why some people have these unfair criticisms about Man of Steel or whatever. To me, Man of Steel was the best because for the first time, Superman didn't look like a pussy. Okay, to be honest with you, 1978 Superman looked like a pussy compared to this Superman. This Superman looked like he could really protect the world. He really could handle business. If things really went to into a very dangerous direction, he could protect the world. So that's what I think Zack allowed us to see. Not only Superman inspiring, which he strives to be, and his story is just heartwarming, but he's also a guy who he can handle his stuff and he can protect the world. And that's what I thought was very important when I was looking at that. But I guess different people see different things. I don't know what their minds are thinking, but I just think some people are just hating on the movie because of Jeff Johns. And Jeff Johns is jealous of Zack Snyder and stuff like that. Yeah, even Wonder Woman, the Patty Jenkins version of Wonder Woman, oh my God. Terrible, terrible. But what I saw in Wonder Woman, the first Wonder Woman movie was great. Wonder Woman from Batman v Superman and Wonder Woman from Zack Snyder Justice League is just fantastic. I like what I saw there with Gal and Gal's performances. Not to say that Gal was bad. Her performance was bad in Wonder Woman 84. But the movie itself was just terrible. And just certain things I just didn't expect Wonder Woman to be in the position to be like. But it is what it is. Okay, let me see here. Let me see. There was something I wanted to show. And then I'll call it a day. Oh, wow. This thing, it's not working the best, but we're trying. We're working with it. I'll look at the art from fans and stuff. Okay, I don't know where it is. I'm trying to scroll up as fast as I can here. Not seeing what I'm looking for, but it's okay. I haven't seen Army of Thieves. I haven't seen Dune. Those are two movies I really want to see. It's Gal Gadot. Screen's kind of tripping up a little bit. Wow, I can't find what I'm looking for. That's crazy. Okay. I'm seeing everything but what I'm looking for. This is nuts. Oh, this was just great. Look at that. I haven't actually seen the Snyder Cut in a long time because HBO Max has been hoarding it and not allowing it to be on Google Play. For some reason, I don't know why. Hope they make it available on Google Play. Ooh, this is pretty good. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Okay, there's a lot of Spider-Man stuff which I don't really care for. Twitter is just blowing it up with Spider-Man right now. It's not my thing, to be honest with you. Don't care about it. Wow, I just can't find what I'm looking for. So, hey, what I was going to say was, the original poster with the cosplayers that went down to Warner Brothers, I think it was 11 of them, and blew up into 1.5 million people. you know, in support of the Snyder Cut. You know, you saw so many tweets and stuff that came out. I thought that was great, and I just wanted to showcase that. But yeah, we are on course. I just wanted to just kind of give a little history, a little background, a little something. You know, we're on course to see the Snyderverse come through. We still need to keep on pressing with Restore the Snyderverse. I'm just on here on Twitter here. Let me close down Twitter. Okay. All right. You know, I just wanted to show those things. Let's see what else we have here. We get something else here. And this is just a little bit of Snyder Cut stuff. Just little GIFs, I think. It's really cool. This is so awesome. Flash. And they have some special effects also. They had some special effects. They showed the Batmobile and Batman on top of it. And they showed some other special effects. But that's all I got for now. Hey guys, I hope you guys had a good one there. I think you can get also some audio on stuff. So I think I closed down Twitter though. Yeah, I'll close that down. But yeah, I'm just trying out this new thing that's on Twitter here. Let's see here. Steppenwolf. Ooh, this looks good. Let's hear it. Iron Studios. All right, people, man. I'm going to catch you guys later, though. I just want to try this app out and see how it works. And we better wrap it up right here. So let's just wrap it up.